Hi, welcome to MemorizeIt, your memory in the cloud, designed to help you keep track of your real life in real time without interrupting it. Let's have a look at the drop-down menu. In there you'll find My Account, where you have your account information. You can change that at any time. Go into My Data, you see the Auto Sync with Cloud there. You can turn that off if you're only using one device. Just remember to use the Sync button to back it up periodically. You can go into My Options, you see Auto Predict there. You can turn that off if you like to have a little more fine-grained control using the crystal ball Predict It icon there. And now, let's have a look at TrackIt. In here, this is where you keep track of the repetitive actions. Very simple, you just want to put in a very generic first line so that you can fill in the who, what, when, where in the additional fields. There you'll see the drop-down list of nearby establishments. You just start typing the first couple of letters of wherever it is that you are, and you'll see it to tap it to drop it in. You have the abacus icon for how much there, and also the extra details is usually where you put the what or anything else you'd like to add. And you just memorize it, and it's done. Now if you've forgotten something, you can always edit it. Add something else in, like you hit the add person button there, and you can type in who your friends. Now if you've connected with Facebook, you'll see all your Facebook friends in the list. Just type a couple of letters, tap the name. You don't need to clean up the comma and the space, you just update it. MemorizeIt takes care of that automatically for you. You can edit it as much as you like. Let's do that again and have a look at the Re button. This is the category. This actually unifies TrackIt, TimeIt, and NoteIt. It's used across all three categories so that you can keep track of any aspect of whatever it is you want. For this you can add the budget in because we're keeping track of money if you want to do that sort of thing. So let's close that and log out. Go to the switch menu if you have multiple accounts on the one device. We'll switch into my main account here that has data in it already so you can see a bit of how that works. We'll hit the Predict It button. Oh, and there you go. Babysitter, that's usually what I'm doing when I'm at home, so it predicted that nicely for me. All I got to do is hit start. So you see that only took a few seconds, and when I come back after babysitting I just hit finish and it's all done for me. If something's not right in there I can edit it. Maybe I only have to pay her $60 this time, so I'll switch that up to $60, update it, and we're good to go. And again, that only took a few seconds to memorize that. Now MemorizeIt isn't just designed to keep track of your private life, it's also helpful for your public life. You can connect it with Facebook and Twitter. Really simple, just hit the F button, go through the Facebook dialogues, then hit the Twitter bird, go through the Twitter dialogues, and get everything connected, nice and easy. And then, I'll show you NoteIt in here. It's pretty simple. You've got the same who, what, when, where, and why, but now you see the Facebook and Twitter buttons. If you make those blue, when you memorize it, it'll automatically send whatever you've written into Facebook and Twitter as well. Or you can add photos with those buttons right there. Now let's have a look at the Remember It features. Let's tap on Paying Babysitter. There you go, it'll automatically categorize it for you and summarize it for you. You can see I've spent $690 on babysitters, averaging $58 each. So let's have a look and see what I was doing that day. Just tap on the date, which brings up by day. Oh, I was at a movie during that, so let's click on that, see how many movies I've seen. I've only seen 3 movies. That's what happens when you have 2 children. You don't go out to many movies anymore. Now let's go back to MemorizeIt and check out ListIt. ListIt is great for grocery lists in particular because it keeps track of everything you've ever added into the list, but it only displays in the drop-down the ones that you haven't added back to the list yet. So since we buy pretty much the same things each time we go to the grocery store, we can add them in, and when we put them in the cart, we just hit done and they're off the list. Well, let's go back to Remember It for a moment. We'll type in my daughter's name, Giselle, and we'll see, just tap in the white space to get rid of the drop down. We'll see a photo of her. We can go through that and swipe through it. Now it's a dynamically created photo album. Each time based on your search criteria. This time it's just Giselle, so we'll see all the photos with Giselle in them, or that she was tagged in otherwise. You can also go down and see the map, see where you were. Oh, I was at Cactus Club for that one. It's right there. So that's it. Hope you enjoy MemorizeIt as much as I do. Don't forget to rate it in the App Store, 5 stars, and tell all your friends. Thanks a lot.